Okay, so I'm in the process of job hunting, right? So I go on Craigslist and I go on Google and go on these different sites to try to see who's hiring and where they're hiring and blah blah blah. So I find one on Craigslist where they're looking for bartenders and servers and cocktail waiters, all kinds of stuff, restaurant business stuff that I'm used to. So I called them to set up an interview, so I go in for the interview today. It took me forever to get there because I didn't know where it was, obviously. So I get there and see people coming in and out, and it's a nice little building. It's in Queens, which is about 30 minutes from where I live. And they're really nice people in there, and it's a nice office and everything. And this guy who's in front of me, he goes in for his interview. The lady comes out, she has cash in her hand. And then she comes back, he comes out, he sits on the couch across from me. I'm like, hey, are you from here? And he's like, yeah, I'm from here. I'm from the Caribbean and Dominican Republic or something. And he was like, yeah, but I'm from here. And I was like, so is this real? Like, is this the real deal? And he was like, yeah. I was like, so did they did they ask you for some money? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, for what? And he was like, for the training. I'm doing the training. And I was like, how much is the training? And he was like, $250. I'm like, what? Okay, I didn't make that face, but I was thinking it. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Not a big deal. Gonna ignore it. So I go back there for my interview. We talking, we chopping it up and everything. And she's like, you got good experience, you're pretty, you got personality, blase, blase. We ready to put you somewhere tonight, tomorrow, tonight, whenever you're ready. And I'm like, I'm ready right now. So I was like, I already got my ABC license, and not even thinking my ABC license is for Tennessee. But she was like, yeah. I'm like, is that cool or what? She was like, well, you need a certification for New York. I'm like, really? Well, where do I get that? How much is that? But we have it here, and then we have the training packet where you can go over the book and memorize the drinks, and you know, it's $250. $250. I ain't paying $250. I ain't got that. And so she was like, yeah. I was like, wait, well, is this I'm in my proper voice. I'm like, is this normal? Is this the normal price everywhere? And she was like, yeah, well, normal is $300, boy, but we're doing it for $250 this weekend because we really need people. And I'm like, no, ma'am, I ain't got it. I was like, well, I'm gonna have to do my research, and then I'll get back to you tomorrow and let you know what I come up with. She was like, yeah, sure. I mean, or you can pay half now and go ahead and get the training packet, and then when you're ready to pay the rest, we can place you somewhere, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to hear it, baby. You ain't finna scam me on my first week in New York City, so I could be looking like a fool when I get home, or no, I ain't going. Long story short, she tried to scam me today, and I ain't having it.